Our private client services team is recognized for providing clear and practical legal advice to our clients in the United Kingdom and Ghana. Expert help with will writing, probate or estate administration. Our will writers and probate lawyers can act for you to obtain grant of probate and carry out estate administration on your behalf. The probate takes place after someone dies. If there's a will, the named executor is responsible for ensuring that the estate of the deceased is secured, assessing its value and paying any inheritance tax. If there is no will, the interstate and inheritance rules require similar responsibilities. Our lawyers offer strategic and practical solutions to the issues which clients face, whether it's in relation to succession planning, will preparation, probate and the administration of estates, immigration and visas, contentious family or probate disputes, administering estates often with inheritance cross-border issues, international trust advice including residence, domicile issues, wealth preservation, a fast, efficient service from SRA-regulated professionals, transparent pricing. BWF Solicitors. Let us take care of probate.
Based in London, we are a dynamic award-winning firm specialising in a range of legal services. Welcome to BWF Solicitors, a trusted and experienced law firm specialising in immigration and nationality, appeals and judicial review, dispute resolution, family and matrimonial, and other family law disputes with international context. These include matters such as private child arrangement orders, contestant and uncontested divorce, non-molestation for domestic violence, and financial remedy. Our childcare and family team appreciate the issues facing you at such a difficult time. Our advice is delivered in a confidential and sensitive manner. Meet Bernard Owusu, our esteemed senior partner, with over 32 years of experience and known for his expertise and dedication to serving our clients and the community. BWF Solicitors stands for integrity, respect, excellence, teamwork, diversity, inclusion, and service to the community. We provide tailored assistance specific to your case. At BWF Solicitors, every day is filled with dedication, creativity, and a commitment to finding the best solutions for our clients. Our team at BWF Solicitors is ready to assist you with all your legal needs. You can find us at the 4th floor, Anna House, 214 to 218 High Road, Seven Sisters, London, N15 4NP. Our main office line is 0208 493 7340, or our emergency line is 07712 761 884.
Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, depending on your location. I'm Rangrabia or Shemi Anope, Mima Obibia Aquaba, Eba, and then Suyedrumedia. Yatuni din legal hour. So, me did say baby biara or ye na se trade ampon daroma, wachaw nkwacho ahonde na enedie uteme nkadia, and the meso any demo. Bomodiana coming home, yen shall save free her. From now up to 11 o'clock sharp no near the Jumedi no abewi ye. Major say ye be no na questions are all based on education be mano na wenya uchefa efremo. And then so adaro mano ye nyang kwa ye nya hoden e de Jumedi bana ye did say every day bia ye baso no ye nsheda mba keke nemum ne etienne say ye tietie nkrofo questions ha nkrofo na ye sheda ato ho anamo ne de abe education se ne be ya dodo na benya ho emfaso enti ye basa na ye besra mo ni die mo na won so unya te ye nka anase unya ho ye notification ne pe anase ye advert ne pe a na wabomode anu epia ne tiko chese unu a share e de ama adamfo onue bi wadɔfo bi sɛnea ɛbɛyɛ a ɔmo nso ɔmenya ho mfasoɔ. Nti nea mepa ka ne sɛ share the program, like the page, and then also subscribe to our YouTube channel no sɛnea ɛbɛyɛ a de bia yɛba so pɛ wobɛnya yɛn ho atenka na kyerɛ sɛ woajoin ne yɛn. Meda mo ase. Na ɛnɛ mmerɛ no nti no yɛbɛkɔ anim. Answer na yɛbɛkɔ invite me resource person. I'm so excited today because I haven't seen him for a very long time, and I believe say ne waba so no questions am wo bia medwure gu ne so se ne be ya onkokwa before he goes back no na menya me chefa every month sanso na megidi se wo nso saa obenya wo de enti no ya na mrepi ye ba so saa na ye sremo ye bisa share nya se bia ye pese sharing the word no na ye yende but imom ye gidi se wo koso epiepia ye ti ko na e kɔ etire no eboa emadwumedie no nso ekɔ enim sisi a ye hu se bibia eye technology we be see digital we be see social media na the more you share the program no na nkrofo like no eboa se algorithm no se ne ebe ya program no nso bekɔ echi na aboa program na ye no nti no yes mo keep on sharing and keep on liking the page media ne manyeti ene me frɛ me resource person nia me nua Belma Penny bra Penny lawyer Penny teacher ba ko pɛ lawyer Charles Asma na onfa greetings enso embema etiefoɔ ne ahwɛfoɔ na afedie edwumedie ɛda yɛ ne mu no ne de ahyɛ so nti la Asma mpacho ma akwaba ebe dwumedie no so a very special morning to you as well ngide sɛ wo ho yɛ
Yami Adom, Yahoyapa, very good morning to viewers and listeners. Ashafo, Etiefo, Obibia, and the tree version, and the
that's it.
country. Right. Yeah, so Yechicha Obibia, ne Nkomono, Ehiapa, Obeti, Inyoma Ahodua, Efi, indefinite leave to remain, Eho, before I be Nkomodieno. Nti sɛ wayɛ ready a yɛn nso yɛayɛ ready yɛbɛsua na yɛnya mu abiribi yɛda se.
Yo, love Asma miss me dase. Me who say wechi adane kakra ne che say o jim from apa. Oh baby, I like that. Yo, it's if one ashe for. Ya be kwenim nansa na be kwenim. Please keep on sharing, liking the page. Mama baso nyina me nchia kese every studio ha e de mamo. Uba so ampachomente na wo nhwe. Uba so just give us a comment. Tina me read the comment no so na me so me mitrimaya me de. So hone akwa nim. So comment, liking the page, and then keep sharing the page. And that topic I want a more rampa is say uncrofo bebre mistakes na and home office almost so baby or fanom say oh yeah application now okay wrong forms pick wrong forms to do the application no wa yen can say yen granto adekudi a wo hwehwe e na wo so a wo sika na wo de ko shame no nso no wonsa enka sika no wonsa enka sika no enti no eya na eye asefem pam se wanhwe yi a eye asefem enti no or say wo hu the right and the you can say forms a ube use and nti na se nia ya hwe se nkrofo bebre mo sika hyekwa chese hyekwa na ye ba behwe because krom ha no ba whatever route obefa na te route obefa bia no obekwa akodu mpempenso a obesi obedi indefinite na etire no ebi mu bepese ombeto aso to become a citizenship to become a citizen and now say ebi mu be remain indefinite ho na answer na o sha say free baby bia obefi say ye can say family route and I say partner route and I say a student route and I say a graduate route and I say all the immigration test routes now ye nim ni nyina no be fa so no ubedu baby kan ubepese ubabe ye indefinite na chese ubetna ha afibo na oho no na ya asema ya na nkrofo etutu to papa so any forms the right forms are also omunya no mo de ye application se ne be ya wo sika nkwahye so a wo so ya grantil na chese ha adwen yi nti ene no matwe lawyer Charles na ombembe church ye mu ombembe try the rules to follow and then the time and they say when to apply the right time to apply no eno na ene ye ba be di ho dwuma se ne be ya wo so benya ho emfaso efri na mom answer na obedridri this particular topic no me hye de bisa no kwan so say ayem bia eba no home office a ye koda bia na ye dwom ho ye sorry ya na ye dwom ho na ye hu say den no mo ka omo di update bia betu dwa na mo be ka bibia aba obi pusepusa na nsenso ye say ye ba be change policies bi ni ade e kosen o say ni nyina any update no ye mbisa no say ba kokrampo a onkyere ye mu say update bi eni ho nso a na afede na yakɔ enim till a chance mesai ama wakɔ aba biom ene tiefo amaba so nyina nso mesa ama obi biara akɔ aba titiro menu abema adai safo mechia wo papa ene tilidoma mechia mo papa until a chance mese wani die mo ayem bia home office for na omokoda aye so ndaye no omo de bibia betum te se update ana
I'm say obia nim say enche April nsesan kase ebeba ewo immigration space especially efa indefinite ho no ewo UK. Nti akwai to say omo focus nyina ko eho no mpempren omo go through consultation process no. Nti bibibia embaye a ekire adwen anase high adwen ende anopai. But ne yenim ni nyina ne say ezi a yewo January yekɔ February enche na consultation no mawie. Nti so mawie consultation ne dia na new rules na ebaba efa indefinite ho no na just ebeye ejuma. Ti ne ye kan nyina ne say obi wo indefinite na ne time aso dia ende yesre omodi ansa wo beye before a mmra no ebaba because mmra no ebaba by April 2026 year na just say na on person omode ba no omode aba nti wo bibi a ya no ntem.
yo yedase lawyers ma yedase enti ne akɔ enim yo ene mesa to nsa afrewa na topic a yede betu dwa na mpese yedwidwemu kakra na yehu bebi egina na afi nso yetu anamo a na yehu nti na me topic no matu ni den say are you due for indefinite leave? Know the form, the rules, and when to apply. Enti medican himpo na eya na ye free ansa na ye bedu indefinite leave no ansa na ye behwe the forms a enti mpese ye interactive kakra na ye nhya se free bi se na ye be dwidwiri mu se ne a etiefo na ahwefo beti ye nka anaso beti ase yie enti lawyers ma ye ka indefinite a eya na ye nim se ekwan bebre ne fa so na mmom eno ne nea wo he ansa na yehu forms a ye be use na ehwe emra eda ho a ye gina so edi apply sa indefinite na ansampo ye ahwe emre pa wo yes sa indefinite na eye ma wo se na ebe ya unkoye uni ebegaze na watwan ama visa expire ansa na okwa akoye mpacho wadaroma indefinite no eno ne nea wo he
Yo etiefo ne ahwefo indefinite leave to remain no the ba ye twi kasemu a yese afibo to be say me kwaji afibo na just say wapim a journey me hu immigration say a journey nti obem unenemu a na afide wenya na just say restrictions bia any also nti under the rules no there were immigration control or immigration restriction obi a owo immigration restriction obi a oni nkrata anase owo nkrata but nkrata no abribia no esese okosesa no anase okosesam a your friend renewal nti se wo nkrata na nkrata no mre bi ehye wo se ebeso anase ebewu na esese wo sesa na se control ewo baby na se woni nkrata so a control ewo baby the moment a wo UK na woni immigration control no na just say was settled the friend was settled status or settlement status. Nti yakasa indefinite leave to remain na just say your visa ya de mawo a wunni aban enhyeso ebiem. We enhia some kwaje visa ebiem because wabeye obi a oti oman no mu forever and that's permanently. Na eno no obi a wo ne journey pathway and that's a gateway. Obi die oshasa anopa, obi die oshasa ewia, obi die oshasa anadro. But either way, no, everybody is aiming to attain indefinite leave to remain. So somebody can enter as a visitor, form family, and so on and so forth, apply based on parent relationship with a child, and so on and so forth, and eventually get limited leave to remain. Eventually, the person gets settled. Somebody will come in as a spouse, a husband or a wife, stays or lives with the husband or the wife. After limited leave, the person can settle. Somebody will come in as a student here and there. After limited leave as a student, moving to other, excuse me, moving to other categories, eventually the person can settle. Somebody can come in as a EU dependent, be it a child, be it a spouse, be it extended family that is before the person eventually can settle. Somebody will come in as adult dependent relative, be it a parent or uncle or other family members who depend on you, and you have applied for them to join you in the UK with limited status. Eventually, the person can settle. Somebody might have been born in the UK. After some time, the person can settle as a child. Somebody, so everybody will have their category or their pathway. Today's conversation is, are you due or not? And if you are, what are the rules covering specific aspects? When do you make the application and the forms? So I'm sure we'll be taking them in turns. So at this point, it's all about what indefinite leave to remain is. We have near TSS say a year visa, ye the mawa, we hear visa view. Yɛde ma wo a wohia visa bio. Na kwan bɛn so na wobɛfa a wobɛnya. Obiara wɔ ne kwan. Sɛ woyɛ akwalaa, sɛ woyɛ panin, obiara wɔ ne kwan. Na nea ehia ne sɛ yɛbɛma wo bi nkakra na afei deɛ wode akɔgye afebɔɔ no. Because wonya afebɔɔ no wie a, na kyerɛ sɛ wonni immigration control bio.
Yo, lawyers, my ase na meka great teacher nti no obechiche mu se nia obeti ase wa o tron so hwe a no etwa na che se wa kire yen ne etie na afe nso kwan a dodo na efa so no mudi nya omode na ene no ye nka se ye behwe dodo no omokwan omofa na emom ye behwe forms a o se wo use na afe nso emra eda saa ehihye forms ne ho anase saa route na wafa no emra eda ho na afe nso emrepa or say wogina so na womfa nye saa application no enti ya hwe wabobo bia so e be a parent route family route ye kan say omo di kwata no omo nso omo ni na omo de meka kwata 2.5 saa afe no nya 10 obi nso no student like he mentioned obia oba as a student na we do baby wa be ni nemu a ebi nso obi wa be ware obi nso okofa ne kunu ana ne yere efri krofoforo so e de baaye ana se Ghana e de baaye e no no nso wa betenemu a na sese no nso enya baby o so okoje afebo saa enti no edosu ye e no mo aye momo mfie enum e na ebi mu nso ye momo mfie du ne nyinaa kwan a nkrofo fa so. That's why we call it American for ya no ati kakra ye friend route so ade no na ye UK house ye friend route that just say kwan a wo fa so a odinya saa indefinite no lawyer Charles and na ye ba be hwe forms no lawyers when we talk of these routes they are quite a lot enti me gidi nso say ne nyinaa ne forms a particular forms a or say we use ntene ebe a unkofa the wrong one na umfa nya application na fe ebekọ na ese why a wrong application na wonso so sika pa akọhye home office omo refund o my omo say bank no sika ne kọtọ ho no ano na ekọ embebio enti la asma sesi a ye do DM forms sporting me bo ye can say all these routes are yabobo sui e DM forms sporting na be lady a ye betumi dia ye say indefinite leave to indefinite leave application no ye be use the right form or say you use so say ne be ya ye na insti for pacho wadaroma.
Yo, tiefoɔ ne ahwɛfoɔ. nti forms no deɛ ɛdɔɔso paa. Sometimes nkurɔfoɔ frɛ me na wɔn bisa sɛ lawyer meyɛ me indefinite form bɛn na memfa na mɛka no sɛ form no deɛ ɛkyerɛ sɛ kɔ internet so na kɔfa na manyɛ careful na wokɔfa form bi a da kwan mu a na anyɛ yie a wɔbɛka sɛ lawyer na ɔka sɛ menkɔ na mekɔfa form no ɔde link no koraa maa me meanwhile na bi a mente ade no a woyɛ no ase because me ne ndi ho nkɔmmɔ nti yɛka sɛ indefinite leave to remain forms di a mu ahodoɔ bebree so I particularly I am very very careful because wokɔ internet so na wobɔ indefinite leave to remain form na wonnim process a wofa so a wode konya wo indefinite a wobɛtumi agɛte no wrong because different forms ɛwɔ hɔ nti yɛbɛbɛbɔ ahodoɔ no nyinaa ɛso na afi deɛ we go into the various forms no na ɛdi kan under the indefinite leave to remain regime no yɛwɔ family process obi ɔbɛfa family so as a child, as a parent, as a partner. As a child, as a parent, as a partner. So family route to indefinite leave to remain. Family route to indefinite leave to remain. As a parent, as a partner, and also as a spouse. So as a parent, as a partner, as a child. Then the same category of parent, we also have adult dependent relatives. In Tieshahua, under family, no, we have child, that is nuclear family, parent, nuclear family, partner, nuclear family. What about extended family for? No, that will be adult dependent relatives. So under family, no, you have 4 routes to indefinite family. And then obi so a offer on one time in the UK, so I have no private life no offer so a or the echo indefinite. It is a private life, I don't know, in your family, so it's just under private life. So private life to indefinite, and also a form, private life to indefinite, the form, shortly. Until you share family route to indefinite, you share private life route to indefinite. Obi nso a ọba as a student onenemu a na ɔde akonya ne indefinite ɔmo nso ɔmo category so student route to indefinite. Obi nso ọba as a skilled worker in the skilled worker nso ɔmo so ɔmo deɛ bɛwɔ hɔ skilled worker route to indefinite. Obi ọba as a EU family member into EU route to indefinite. Akwalaa bi a yɛawo no wɔ UK ɔwo no parents no mu ni nkrataa nti akwalaa no a ne nemu a na ɔno ankasa edi 7 years na mmara no sɛ wodi 7 years akwalaa na yɛawo wɔ UK a wobɛtumi apply for indefinite leave to remain nti sɛ akora aban say 5 years nti saa akwalaa no ɔno abɛyɛ application based on ɔno akwalaa no the time in the UK. Not just under private life, no, there were 4 children born in the UK and have lived in the UK for 5-7 years. Then we also have children children born in the UK have lived in the UK for 5-7 years. Then we have adults who have lived in the UK for 20 years. That is the private life for adults. Also, journey on to indefinite. Yɛba EU deɛ ɔmo yɛ separate category. EU for no deɛ ɔmo mmara no favor wɔn bebree. Nti EU for no ɔmo ankasa nso ɛwɔ ɔmo form a yɛfrɛ no settled status appendix EU paragraph EU 11 settled status application. And also ɔkɔgye indefinite after 5 years as a family member of an EU national no. And also on the former over indefinite. Now, what are the various aspects of forms? As a partner, we here form a friend of form M. But partner for no omuye 2. Your partner or that 5 years so on obey you form set M form. Partner or that 5 years so now man 2.5 now okwaji indefinite obey you see form set M. And your partner or that 10 years so partner or that 10 years so na nebre aso na okoji indefinite ono no obey you see from adult relative from set adult relative from set adult relative. So me can set adult relative or set this set that let's just say make a form. To mean mumbo form no. In fact, mean use the word form beam. I will just say set this, set that. So we can set this, set that. Let's just say form the din and may bono. Into your set M for partners. Omoda 5 years so omuta mo aso omokaji indefinite set M. Near war set LR. Sorry, set AR. Set AR. Set AR for partners are omoda 10 years so omobre aso a omokwaji indefinite. In terms of partner, no be my number to 10 years so will be my number to 5 years. So depending on whether they met the requirement for 2.5, or they didn't meet the requirement and they considered their circumstances and granted them under partner. So that is those two. Then we have nkwala yawo omo no di 5 years. Can na 7 years, you say 5 years. Ewo UK. So akwala no oba apply for indefinite leave to remain. Akwala no be use set F, set F, set F. Nti eno nso ewo ho set F. The anytime we who set bia no a settlement set F for nkwala yawo omo wo UK. Omo di 5 or 7 years. Before it was 7. Now it's 5 years. Set F. And set O. Set O ni dear a cavan crofo bebre. Obi o man not the student so. No switch call her, switch call her, switch call her. No when ya nebre asose okwaji indefinite. To be you form my friend set O. Obi so mo a ono no other student no so saa na ode ekowie ono so set O. The set O no ye obi a oni all the other categories a yebebobo so no obe use set O. Nti wa uni specific form no o form as say we use eye O. Nti yemobo omo specific forms. Nti wa wanti within no unim say wo form a obe use no eye set O. Nti one obi a wa ware ejina na yere so obe use set M. It's not to 5 years so okwaji indefinite. Nti on the form no. Obi a oda na yere so yet to 10 years so even though na akwala wo but yet to 10 years so as a partner na bre so a obi use set AR set AR. Obi omu a oye parent yet oye application based on the ba 2.5 10 years na the time was so and I said 2.5 5 years na the time was so no okwaji indefinite obi use set AR, set AR, adult relative. Adult relative. Obi omu a ne maame ne papa okofa ne bae based on the fact so want to me enhwe no ho ewo ne krom and so man o mu to okofa no bae under appendix adult relative under appendix adult dependent relative. Now bae as adult dependent relative no na ne bre so ye okwagin indefinite to be use set adult dependent relative set adult dependent relative ADR. Na yewo obi nso a senior na ye church mu no oba as EU na the time aso okwagin indefinite obe use EU form and the EU paragraph EU 11 for settled status for settled status. And a yewo nkwala nso a omo wadi about 5 years ewo UK okuta nkrata we di 5 years UK okuta nkrata ogina ne parents so ne parent time aso a okwaji ni indefinite and so ya akwala ogina ne parents no ba ye parent ebraso so ne parent ekwaji indefinite and so application for indefinite sa akwala no be you see form settlement. So form settlement no a generic form a will be used be no for nkwala nkwa. Nti ahodo no bebre. Senya mebobo so no hwehwemu a ye wo mu beye ahodo beye 8. Ahodo beye 8. Nti wo no a wo ye application no na baby say we say kwan ben na me fa so kwan ya wo fa so no na be kire form a wo be use set time so say wo koye o indefinite a producer me patcho say wo ho a link bi a ya try so indefinite leave to remain no say wo betumi aboa yen e wo sa ekwan no so a me pause so na my ebe mu wie a na wo de sa link no a yen na yehu specific things I work but nyina no they cover appendix FM pathway leading to indefinite. Enti patro kofom kakra. Oh, Anessa Kwasro. Okay, please go up. Thank you. The title itself. Up. Is that the last? Oh, okay, good, fantastic. So indefinite leave to remain if you have family in the UK. The moment you see if you have family in the UK, that means we are talking about family, those who had two and a half under family category, appendix FM. So appendix FM people who are due for indefinite, you know, who say, Obaka say, apply as a partner, apply as a partner, dependent on apply as this, apply as that. Until all that will determine which area you are moving into. Senior, your church no. Into my you a quick about 5 minute exercise on this. And the producer, producer say producer kwahase. You ever start overview, not
Yeah.
briefly. We read it. No, I'll call the next one. So you are going to do this exercise within 10 minutes. Then we move on
Okay.
to the next one. But you are going to lead this session.
That's fine. Yo, nti producer, thank you, lawyer Asma. Na wacheche mu senior or say no na yehu waka dodo na abedu bebi a yedu no na kyerɛ sɛ afei na utie ya etiefo na ahwɛfo afei na utie ya ye ba be bidwam kakra with the when ɛwɔ ye can say definitions na ɛwɔ board ne so ye ba be kyerɛkyerɛ mu ye be kan na kyerɛ sɛ ate aseɛ when you open the gov site no about say open per application to proceed your status na MBA bɛyɛ baby a ɛbobɔ no family route partner route just say any status at all a wopɛ sɛ wo progress no wobɛhu sɛ ɛyɛ ana forms ne dɔɔso nti woanhwɛ yi a na wakɔ akɔfa the wrong one nti ɛnɛ no yɛkyerɛkyerɛ mu especially for the indefinite leave to remain no yɛkyerɛkyerɛ mu nti ɛhɔ ne yɛdu patro mesrɛ wo mmɔmmɔden ana share program ne ma me na like the page na afei nso yɛnkɔ yɛnim so producer yes you see and you see indefinite leave to remain if you have family in the UK nti yɛnhwɛ first one no the overview no yɛnhwɛ sɛnea ɛno ɛɛka na yɛhu nti me kenkan ntɛmtɛm sɛnea ɛbɛyɛ a yɛbɛtumi akɔ yɛnim ntɛm so you may be able to apply for indefinite leave to remain if you have a family member settled in the UK either as a British citizen or as a person with indefinite leave to remain. So you can apply as as a partner with your family visa, as a partner, as a dependent on your partner's work visa, a parent with your family visa, a child with your family visa, a child as a dependent on your parents' work visa, an adult dependent relative on a family visa, a dependent on your parent or partner's innovator founder visa. Saa nneɛma a mabobɔ so nyinaa sɛ yɛka sɛ yɛbiebie mu a ɛno nso wɔ nkyerɛaseɛ a ɔsɛ wohu sɛ ɔhɔ na megyina anaa yɛaka a partner with the family visa no dodoɔ na ɛwɔ partner nanso ebia na ɛnyɛ ɛno particular one na ɔsɛ nti no sɛ wobie baako mu a ɛno nso bɛkyerɛkyerɛ wo baabi a wogyina as a partner no ɛno ho asɛm na ɔbɛka akyerɛ wo but menim sɛ lawyer asma pɛ sɛ mebiebie no nso so ne ɛkɔ so anaasɛ yɛnkɔ ne nyinaa so na afei woakyerɛkyerɛ mu kakra nkakra.
So I'm going to give a snippet to which boss no. And senior utremu no bebree no about family. Ebi so ma a family with something. Nti
Yes.
our board no is about obia or apply based on work visa sponsor. or be work visa dependent. Nti the moment you see work visa no, skilled worker for ya. And at the moment you see family no, two and a half, two and a half family for you. Nti ano ne ntiasia me pese yenya for now. Nti obi omo ya skilled worker obi say na lawyer one can skilled worker for, but ya kire mu say as a child or as a parent or as a partner with somebody on a work visa, then that is for you as a skilled worker dependent. All right. Nti what we're going to do next is say you be you know mako. Nti you be mu a we be kyerem kakra especially requirement no na mo so mabo so kakra na we move on to the next one. Nti producer na
Yo, enti bomod ebie bako emaye na yenko so. So neodi kan bie ye no as a partner applying as a partner and only family visa no. Enti eno no de na opatre. You can family visa na you can family visa na also, but this one as a partner. Into your partner say you may be able to apply for indefinite leave to remain if both. You can say both. Not just a mummy, no, you have a family visa as a partner or spouse. Now, partner or spouse, no. Yeah, na a spouse no the in madekode in a partner no so in madekode. Into no mummy no or sorry.
na member mu e wa ha say.
Okay.
Nti e horo no opa chan say ubetumi aye indefinite no say mienu we nyina present. So these are criteria.
Okay.
Nti criteria 1, criterion number 1, criterion number 2. Nti I see if both 1 you have a family, blah blah blah. 2 your partner is settled. So these are the requirements, specific requirement that you can just say who really will not apply to you then you know that this is a right form for you. Who really now it doesn't apply to you then you can't use this form even if you are a family member, because see, you may be able to apply for indefinite to remain if both are present. They should have added that one if the following apply to you, but they didn't. They said if both 1 and 2.
Yo, Medasi. See, there is a different way to stay in the UK if you're dependent on your partner's work visa. You are a dependent on your partner's work visa. Into way na ye near lawyer asthma as a skill worker no. And if your partner has settled status, this one under the EU settlement scheme, and if your partner has died, wede akusakuse se mumienu baako aka baabi a, and if your relationship ended because of domestic violence, saa adeɛ yi nso mbia na ɔyere anaasɛ okunu baako yɛka domestic violence a yɛayɛ ho programs wobɛkae a domestic violence de obiara mpɛ na mmom sɛ ɛkɔba ne sɛ woyɛ victim wɔ hɔ a na kyerɛ sɛ ɛno nso bɛtumi gyina so de ayɛ saa indefinite leave na ne saa form no na wobɛyi so nti ɔse check
Yeah.
your mhm
Na mpacho gyina hɔ ama me na
okay
ɛm sɛ tama yɛbobɔ form no so no saa mmienu yi yɛskepo yɛ nti wohwɛ
okay
a obi wɔ mu a ɔyɛ victim of domestic violence nti ɔyɛ no indefinite saa nipa no fall under domestic violence category under appendix domestic violence nti ɛno no use form set dv
David
ɛna obi so wɔ mu a ne kunu anaasɛ ne yere ewu. Unfortunately ne kunu anaasɛ ne yere ewu abɛyɛ widow or widower. Saa nipa no use form a ɛyɛ for bereavement of somebody a we lose ne partner ɔno nso ne deɛ ɛwɔ hɔ nti na ɔmo de ɛno nso akyerɛ mu aka ho nti na kyerɛ sɛ yɛde saa mmienu no ɛka 8 na yɛbobɔ so no a na kyerɛ sɛ yɛkɔ about 10 different forms.
okay yo last my das nti yɛnhwɛ the route and a route now be use now see check your route to indefinite leave to remain here pa say some forms so you so this you must be on this particular route so see the eligibility criteria are different depending on if you are on the 5-year route 2-year route and I said 10-year route Mr. Mula as my bet but brofuna can say There are different depending on which type of route are also say 5, 2, and 10. If you are not sure which route you are on, check the letter you got from the Home Office when your leave to remain was last approved. Last month, Pachamen Koso.
Ahanti sɛ na yɛkyerɛ mu no, bɛka sɛ obi wɔ mu a ɔyɛ partner under 5-year route no so. Nti saa nipa no yɛma no 2.5, ɛna ne 5 years na so na ɔyɛ application a ɔyɛ as a partner. Saa nipa no use set M, for example. Obi wɔ mu a ɔba 2-year route, different category. Obi wɔ mu a ɔba under 10-year route. And I say, no under 10-year route as a parent, a partner, and as a parent. Until I say, we shall let know Home Office for the amount time I am out this stuff 2.5 now. We be who category I would no edaso. And then I be wow, Emma time so we who former we be use. Most of the time, we be more by application. Now, your culture say you use the wrong form, so your application for indefinite is not valid. Now, my culture say go and use the right form and make the application again. No, ma'am, at a time. So I'm quite sir. That is a nipan. Even though I indefinite application there, but form nice so use and fit it on one pathway or far so or the indefinite leave to remain. You know, I say check your visa decision letter so that you know the category or the route or the pathway. That will help you to know the indefinite leave to remain form to use when your time is due for indefinite.
Yo, yento aswe. Nti producer mpacho ko wenim kakra ema me. Enti no aha no lawyer asma acheche mo so your relationship let us say ye can eligibility no ho nsem a let us say your current visa must be based on your relationship with your partner. You must be either a husband, a wife, or a civil partner in a relationship that's like a marriage or a civil partnership for at least 2 years. You must also have lived together since you last renew your visa. You must also intend to continue your relationship after you apply. If you're on the 10-year route, you must have had a permission to be in the UK based on this relationship for at least 1 year. Bachamen Koso.
See, I'm say nkomo no once we are here every now and
Okay.
again no you be person you go through all the forms again. I'm obi at say oh okay. The forms no you di ho nkomo at this stage. Now forms no before we say form I will be use no say who specific category no. Into
That's
form no when you are no you will form so these are all the forms set M. Set M. Your set M for spouses. Set M for spouses. And your set F. Set F. Set F for nkwala. Set F for nkwala we akwala ya won UK we di 5 or 7 years depending on time no. So ya won we di 5 years mrena sesa from last year until to me after 5 years or apply for indefinite and be use to set F. Obioma or your application based on the long residence in the UK. And I say private life or the jina or the fast ukonya ye until you be use form set LR. Obioma oni category bia until no obe use set O. Set O no betumi aye say student. Now I switch akwa we put you all together. Obi so more or you be a discretionary leave near the man until ono so betumi use set O. Obi so more or your parent or your adult dependent relative and or buy you buy UK and also no betumi use the time this one we use form set ADR. Set ADR, adult dependent relative. Obi more or your parent and na ogina ne mma so de gye ono no obe use form set AR. Set AR. Obi omu a oye EU obe use EU form. EU form no ye need set EU but the only in settled status. Into wokɔ and wobɛkɔ EU side. Now wakɔ say apply for indefinite leave to remain. And you are applying under paragraph EU 11 of the appendix EU to the immigration rules into settled status. And here for EU for obi mu a yɛ akwalaa no waba mu a wabɛtena mu a ɔde 2.5 na ɔde baeɛ visa no nwuyɛ ɔnenam mu a wɔadi 5 years ɛwɔ kurom ha obɛtumi ayɛ application under child settlement obi wɔ mu a ɔyɛ armed forces spouse armyfoɔ no nti ɔmo a ɔmowɔ army mu no ɔmo yi so set AF obi wɔ mu a ne kunu ewu anasɛ ne yere ewu ɛna saafoɔ no wukunu wu anasɛ wɔyiri wu a automatically you can apply for indefinite leave to remain immediately. You don't even have to wait say you no answer. Of course, that's how we say no answer. But rather say you can apply for indefinite leave to remain the moment you have lost your spouse. And so form ɛwɔ hɔ under bereavement indefinite. Na yɛwɔ domestic violence for and so under domestic violence indefinite. The form no de yɛhwɛ mu a let's just say we have about 11 different forms. And when I yɛkɔ mu maako in terms of the rules, in terms of how a nipa no ebedu saa mpɛmpɛnso a ɔbɛyɛ ne indefinite no na relate specific criteria requirements a ɔmo hia no ɛna sisi yɛbobɔ so no nti this is just the perspective. Nti mpatwɔ san kɔ ɛsɔ ɛdwom ɛma yɛn.
Yo, yeah, that's it. Now, no, before I so be the question be a pop. Me per se, you best keep no. Obisa say, what can I say? Ankwala, ye warm 5 years, and I say 7 years no. Obisa say, te se parent ni nishi na ya work la no have 5 years and 7 years. Or to me, yes, such application na
Yes.
this way the main thing. Okay, let us say the parent initially, let us munjina bibia so nemo. Yawo akla yenya wo no ha onya 5 years and 7 years on yebetumi apply chroma and krata e de amano
Nti ɛhɔ no first na yɛ 7 years. First na yɛ 7 years. Wa akwala wɔ UK. First na yɛ 7 years. 7 years is one wotumi apply for indefinite ma akwala no. So onya 10 years a wotumi apply for citizenship ma akwala no. Na almost 7 years no akwa yɛ sɛ ɛnyɛ fair to akwala no. There was element of equality breach ɛwɔ baby discrimination. Nti aban review no say no, so for 7 years, identity and I'm up to 5 years because adult a bar or you're a bar, that's a ukulu bar. 5 years, no, what indefinite. I don't apply. I want to have surveillance and the review no last year, 2025. No, I must say about 5 years. So, what back and there, who transfer be 5 years now or swing or indefinite. That's why we bad at that. Now we try 4 years, we just we try 7 years, we try 5 years, no. Which way you should set F, you apply for indefinite. We apply for indefinite man one. That's that time no, I apply for indefinite. I'm applying. We should be 2.5 as a parent of a child who is a qualifying child.
Okay, yo na just say we dey common crofo bebre mo a mo buy a mo abewu egu mo a na nneoma mo aye konan kakra mo fa nche me na just say 5 years na dey eye obetumi e dey agena so na odi nya home office for dey bi o mo dwe nipa ho one thing I like about them enti yo yenko enim producer patcho fa baby ayedu no etu board ne so maye it's here for me some I remind them say Mr. Money demo share the program no like the page here at least comment say hello o dey say na ma ba me ni ma break crack say manye tie na we ni ma bread do I'll love it just type it there for me na me nkai na me tirimunya me de me da ma say and you do you can say your relationship your current visa pacho uba from kakrama me na me hu baby ayedu no suru mom rather sorry nti no ye wie no you do relationship no nti pacho fa koso na me nka say your current visa must based on your relationship with your partner. You must be either a husband, wife, or a civil partner. You must be either in a relationship that's like a marriage or a civil partnership for at least 2 years. You must also have lived together since you last renew your visa. you must also intend to continue your relationship after you apply. If you are on a 10-year route, you must have had permission to be in the UK based on this relationship for at least 1 year. Nti afei yɛnhwɛ the time na ehia sɛ adeɛ wei ɛkɔ so no mpatwɔ kɔ soro kakra ɛma no.
Nampacho, young call back to the relationship. No?
Okay.
Quickly. Until say relationship one or can some be because sanka you are nka relationship no break it down, no, you are still okay. But
Yeah.
under this one, relationship will break it down, you are not okay.
Okay.
There are specific rules under relationship. So I owe you a partner married or partner in a relationship, you know. Of course, your relationship should have 2 years you are in a relationship and I wouldn't name one or 2.5. But when definitely you still have to show say the relationship is still there. This a relationship in any war. Then you have to prove say either say nipa we and I say why abuse you? But what just here?
Yeah.
So we who are you benefit, even though death is not good. But then they won't punish you saying that's why they have set bereavement or for those who have lost their spouses or partners. So you can still apply if your partner ewa
Yeah.
and that's our partner abuse until our partner abuse in a relationship no, because of abuse into a in a relationship no any you can still apply for indefinite based on set domestic violence or set DV. And as our partner no ewu you can still apply based on bereavement, indefinite. But our partner no we no don't know any will be more, then you cannot apply. You be an over, you cannot continue. Because partner no and as a relationship no in a do baby away do. So apart from say bereavement or abuse no, you cannot progress. It's a relationship no anywhere. So my share a one no and
You and last mama that say obi the question be about based on that. Maybe so quickly na yenkɔ enim. I say abuse na ye ka wasɛm no. Ɔno ne deɛ no ɔmo ngya ɔmo wɔ fie baako na ne kunu no abuse emotionally in the sense say ɔde ne mpena ɛbɛ fie. Ɔde ne mpena bɛ fie na ɔbaa yi kɔka a ɔse gaw mɛnka na wayɛ me sei na wo ho nti kyerɛ sɛ ɔde ɔbaa ɛbɛ fie a ɛtwe mpena wɔ n'anim na wɔn nyinaa ɛha no emotionally nti obisa sɛ ofe fie a ɔbɛyɛ de gyina saa adeɛ wei so na ɔde akɔntinue ne application no ɛdeɛ sɛ na ɔbɛprove na ama na nti na mesere no last man.
Obviously, no, I am a story. Don't mean to chat or ban any them pictures. No one can send me evidence in here, but that's not allowed. But I am a story. A decline or say near personal a breaking emotionally. It is a breaking emotionally, dear. Then and why I found a treatment bank and as a therapy bank in a unya or Monday buano to be able to survive. This therapy is our treatment in no what they are. And yet through that, obey to me apply under set DV. So Bemanona or Jean Crata no man obey to me apply no watching wave. No, I mean a indefinite, not just a buying a bit so and sa not or the to and more IFNO set DV indefinite and abuse. But when I say we prove or no pattern say emotional abuse. And now obia obviously or didn't impinaba or the better child or the better for when so dear. There's no way I know better. Into abuse, sexual abuse. But sexual abuse, and yet sexual abuse are force so. But sexual abuse we deny sex. We deny abuse sex. Our we're so abuse. And because I are right within the relationship. There's one family in Panodia that just way deny no. And then just I don't see abuse. As a obesity one China one farmer no a financial abuse. But obini sex one China one farmer no and a sexual abuse.
And how do you prove anyway? And on your topic, I think that one of these days we might pick this domestic abuse idea into details, but because proving this kind of emotional way, na a bit difficult. However, I know for sure a lot of people are going through this. Omo feri mpo se omo beka enti no ye de no beto nche mesra we ni de musa yembia. You are one of the victim now. After this program, no, you can consult the lawyers, no. Omo nim kwan omo befa so omo advice so na omo akyerɛw nneɛma obetumi ayɛ na gyina so na wode nya evidence no mesra mo ani die mo. It's a very sensitive case nti ya na nya bibia na obetumi abobɔ so na ebi mo bre akasa yo yenko enim na lawyer sorry producer Pacho fa baby ayedu no eto so mame na yen keep on please keep sharing the program, liking the page and comment. Just say hello and I say good morning manya and I say manya ne wo hwayefe and I say lawyer asma ne de wo hwayefe. Just say something na yen hu say you are here with us. Why Mr. Mo ehia yempa. Okay, you do baby your internet no AI star but you go so or say in the police abra from kitwe bi mami say bibi esi ade ni okay or say the time in the UK if you are on the 5 or 2 year route so you must have been living in the UK on your family visa as a partner for at least 1 year 5 continuous years if you are on the 5-year route so or 2 continuous years if you're on the 2-year route so you cannot include time you've spent in the UK on any other visa or as a fiancé or proposed civil partnership. And last one, Patrick, over more I can cry there, my.
Yeah, and so obi omo a oba UK so oba be worry. Na ya man no fiancé or fiance or proposed partner visa. So oba na wa be worry.
Okay.
Enti na wo de ba so wo de ba worry na send the enka visa no ho so wa just here.
All right, yes.
And a conditional you can say entry visa.
Entry
Is that
visa.
entry visa now? After now, but who worry we are, then you apply as a partner. Nti na ọpa chance says, so we apply as a partner, now we buy it. One for visa name fee ukrom amba, but we buy so we worry now the agye visa no a. So we buy we worry we UK now we give visa ni we a 5 years no we start from time one. We buy e be worry the G visa no. Now 2 years no so sa na etie.
Yo,
Yeah.
young queen, yes, me a ase. Ain't no, a friend so no, baby, or see on any other visa, say me nyanti ase or hanache say, mbia visa for baby, na, eno, ekwa kowu na o switch ba say de wa benya fiancé, unenate na for 5 continuous years, na, kwa indefinite na. Dada na, owo free baby no, untimi emfa mbeka we ho. Saa nso na 2 years deɛ no so saa mbia na wɔ memfa ne sɛ typical wa mbia wɔ skill worker so na afei ufiri so na waba bɛyɛ yɛka ne sɛ partner na yɛ baby a yɛka na wenya 2 continuous years nea wonya wɔ skill worker ne so no ontumi mfa mba mbɛfrafra wei patwɔ saa na ɛteɛ.
But I hinted now which who apply no.
Nea ɔka sɛ you cannot include time you've spent in the UK on any other visa.
Very good. And yeah, will be a friend mix and match. Mix and match for no student from student to how a cacao boom. No, we need 10 years. And I know you're long residence. You will mix and match for long residence 10 years. But you will be a not otibas mu. Now ɔse bus yi deɛ ɛbɛkyɛ nti mekɔ akɔtena train mu. Now we're moving from bus to train. In other words, switched from student or skilled worker to appendix FM partner. Because we worry obi okuta indefinite and it's a British ni. Saa nipa no are starting the journey no as a spouse under 5 years. Nti bra we do no other places in no will not count because of focusing on this new one. So when you mix and match, now we focus on one there, then your time elsewhere no will not apply. But so when you mix and match there, then your time will apply from elsewhere.
Okay, yeah, that's it. Ho, niti nature says, sir, and the actually last my dear, obviously, teaching aids is here, the accounts and anti BCP. Na, I feel, when you're so confident of understanding, no, you young quay, now, time in the UK, if you are on the 10-year route, so, or say you must have been living in the UK for at least 10 continuous years. You can include time you've spent on any other visa which leads to indefinite leave to remain. Nti near lawyers my edi can check and I know the other way. Nti Uber this way so and also can time in the UK if you're on the 10-year route. So lawyer or can say over to me the BB aka ho akenkan nti over cheche more afa you cannot include time you've spent in the UK as a fiance or proposed civil partner. Na kyerɛ sɛ ɔka adeɛ mmienu wɔ hɔ mpakyɛw obetumi abobɔ so ama yɛn kakra.
Yo, all the other categories, no, so we are fiancé, so we with the fiancé visa, so we by warrior, and then encounter. According to a visitor's visa, it doesn't come because fiancé visa is just a visitor's visa to come and marry in normally 6 months. Now, your hand on all can you say, so we decide this we mix and match, and then a 10-year straight. Because a 10-year straight, a 10-year waiting period. To be man, not a student. Owie school no na okoye adwuma kakra onya 2 years contract as a work visa owie na okoye PhD owie na oye say okeka ni nyina agbo mu no na we di 10 years continuous in the UK so nipa no or mix other things nti na oka say so if you are applying based on your continuous 10 years residence in the UK then you can add from other categories. But if you are applying based on your spouse, you cannot add from other categories.
Okay, yɛate ɛhɔ no aseɛ. Yo, yɛnkɔ sisi ano yɛahwɛ baabi a wobɛgyina no nyinaa afei yɛba financial requirement if you're on the 5-year route ne so. Nti yɛahwɛ time ɛna afei yɛdi kan ahwɛ relationship, yɛdi kan ahwɛ form no ɛna afei yɛasan ahwɛ time. Te sɛ yɛdu financial requirement ne so. Or say financial requirement if you're on the 5-year route ne so. You and your partner need to prove your combined income meets the requirements. Okay, how much this is depend on you. Now, I say whether your partner is getting certain disability or carers benefit, or when you first successfully apply for your current family visa. I say how much this is depends on and when whether your partner is getting a certain disability or carers benefit, or when you first successfully apply for your current family visa, you must prove your income as you did when you apply for your family visa. If your partner
Yeah.
gets disability or carers,
Nah,
yeah,
nah.
okay. Mm-hmm.
Just a quick one. Sometimes I handle clear to viewers and listeners. The upper chance as a financer who indefinite now, you still have to show the money. Sikana will show when you were doing when you were doing two and a half, no, the same Sikano now will be show. But so when you show because disability concession apply to you are now wave you financial requirement in MA then we do indefinite in so a be wave amount. The nepa channel say so what the bus ne buy o kwa what the bus beko. We the train ne buy o kwa what the train. Into me for bus now o kwa ranga say I feed them for train. Senya we we meet finance now we do level no. The same finance now will be show to get the indefinite or to make the indefinite application.
Okay. Yo, yɛnkɔ so na afei yɛka na yɛahwɛ questions ne nso bi kakra. Na afei ɔse if your partner gets disability or carers benefit, you need to meet the adequate maintenance requirement. If your partner gets personal independent payment, your friend PIP, no, or carers allowance or attendance allowance, or certain other disability benefit. Mo amoji disability no srote wom. Omo asem na omo kana. This means you only need to show you have enough money to house and support yourself and your children without relying on additional public funds. The caseworker considers your income and household cost. You can check this, check the list of eligible benefits on the family visa guide. So if you first apply for your family visa before, let's take the dates, check it carefully, before 11th of April 2024, or see if you first apply for your family visa before 11th April 2024, no, you and your partner must usually have combined income of at least 18,000 a year. You must prove you have extra money for your children who are applying for indefinite leave to remain with you in the UK as a dependent on your family visa. Enti no ohono lawyers ma bebem kakra na say date na ewo ho no ehia because of the 18,600 threshold na eda ho no. Lawyers ma pacho yetio.
Okay, yes. Nti sɛnea na mekyerɛ mu sɛ wode bus na ɛbaeɛ a wokɔ a wode bus. Wode train na ɛbaeɛ a wobɛtoa so with train. All it simply means sɛ yɛwɔ nkurɔfoɔ a na ɔmo kɔyɛ 2.5 no, ɛsɛ sɛ ɔmo show 18,600. That was pre-April 2024 rules no. Saa afɔ no wo indefinite time so a still a wobɛshow 18,600. Yɛwɔ nkurɔfoɔ nso after April 2024 no, ɛsɛ sɛ ɔmo show 29,000. Wo time so for indefinite we show 29,000. And yɛwɔ nkurɔfoɔ a they only needed to show adequate maintenance under the rules. Adequate maintenance is defined as weekly income that is equivalent to weekly benefit of somebody who receives benefit. The signing panel, depending on whether you are in London or outside London, your benefit threshold will be different after your signing panel the income no equivalent to benefit income a week no. As say be a week no the salary by £500 or less than £500 depending on London or outer London. So for but most people no be a time so for indefinite no. Na omo ye time omo ye 2.5 na omo ye adwuma. Scientists time so indefinite sika na approve for 2.5 no the same sika no na be prove. So time a we with 2.5 no, some can say you are exempted or you only have to show adequate maintenance. The same thing na we be here for indefinite. So we are not going to bother too much on this bit. All we are saying is say 2.5 no wo ye no, and I said 10-year route na woda so no, income I will show you no, o time so for indefinite the same income no na we show. Untumi nka say we show 29, the time aso for indefinite will be show less than 29. It has to be the same. That is that bit. Ti ebe so family categories no ya call one of the children side.
Yo, producer medase o de so ana ya hwe ne ntem na afi ya ma etiefo na ahwefo America kran so na omotumi de bisa questions si na ebe ya ebekọ yenim na ono answer na producer de ba no me bisa question ba kwa yenua kwadwo e de abeto platform ni so say please my nephew born here is 2.5 years visa please, my nephew born here is on 2.5-year visa derived from mom. She is now 10 years. Can she apply passport straight, please?
Okay, so the nephew born. Okay, so the nephew was. The nephew no or that 2.5 or so based on parent maybe.
Yeah.
And I say and that so the child she is now 10 years. Is that the child?
Yes.
Oh, so that is niece then, because nephew and she might confused.
Mm.
Okay, so 10 years no ya akwala no meboa.
Yes, akra na nya 10
Yes.
years.
Okay, so let's just forget about she and say my nephew is now 10 years.
Mhm.
Or my niece is now 10 years. So akwala no what 10 years there. So akwala no we straight away have to apply on your passport. I say apply for um registration to become a British citizen. Registration. Emma akwala no. You say register akwala no. I say register akwala no. Nti that's the answer to Kojo Boateng. Kojo Boateng nti wonyɛ passport ɛma akwalaa no wobɛyɛ registration ama akwalaa no to become a British citizen. Na bacha wɔ hɔ.
Okay. Yes, you that's it. Into kwadwo answer no onye no straight away sir or say ufa we say go through the protocol. Yeah, registration na answer na ba now the certificate na ka akoye passport no e de ama no. Yo, yenko yenim na yenhwe apply to settle in the UK dash child application to where nkwala no e de no yen intent or say use this form to apply for to settle in the UK if you are a child if you are the child of someone who has nedikai who has had permission on the innovator route or had permission as a partner or parent in bracket based on a qualifying period of 10 years or had permission on the private life route in brackets and you were born in the UK or refugee status or humanitarian protection, they must either be applying for settlement at the same time as you or have already settled in the UK. You can also use this form to apply to settle in the UK if you are a child on the private life route, either as a child born in the UK or who has or had permission on the private life route based on a qualifying period of 5 years. Until last my baby more hakakra de amaye or the
Yeah, I'm
also
saying hano ɛyɛ clear. Hano
okay.
ɛyɛ clear. No can try to say before we use this particular form or any form no make sure say one who meet specific requirement because a lot of people application for indefinite. Now you throw on say form na we use here no wrong anti sign for form for Friday ebra no ya more concession as a time so I'm the form for application for ebeba but yɛn pɛ sɛ saa adeɛ no ɛbɛkɔ so a ɛbɛsi bebree nti na nnɛ yɛyɛ saa education sɛ before a wobɛyɛ wɔ application no hwɛ sɛ one kwan bɛn so na wɔfaa so a wode du baabi a woadu no ɛna two requirement no ɛne dɛn ɛna three form no a wouse no ɛyɛ right form for you anaa because there are about sɛnea yɛbobɔ so no 11 different forms for indefinite leave to remain nti woanhwɛ wo deɛ no woahu the right one a wobɛyɛ application bɛwie na yɛ sɛ application has been put on hold or has been rejected, but they are giving you time to make another application. Now, a waste of money and time, why stress bebree. Nti, nya yɛka no nyinaa ne sɛ woyɛ indefinite a, mesrɛ wo, wodeɛ sɛ woyɛ lawyer, anaasɛ woyɛ wo ho pocket lawyer, anaasɛ wonim what to do, na woayɛ 2.5, woayɛ saa, na woadu mpɛmpɛn so sɛ wokɔyɛ wo indefinite a, mesrɛ wo, this is the time a wobɛhia lawyer onim nea ɔyɛ na weatumi aguide you through mpo wokɔgye advice fi lawyer no hɔ na wɔkɔyɛ w'adeɛ koraa ɛyɛ better than sɛ wobɛyɛ thinking sɛ you can do it because wotumi yɛ applications na wobɛuse wrong form na afei deɛ biribiara ɛbɛsɛe ama wo.
Yo, eno ena lawyer acheche mo no. Enam se emre no aka ebe 10 minutes no, maybe a telephone lines no. Yegu so a ye cheche ya obetumi onso obefre se wo question bi a no se nkrofo di voice note bi abetutu ho. Na me mbobo eno nso ma lawyers ma no onyi ya no. Mo amaba so nyina me dinchi akese ema mo nyina. Eye menua efia konedu o say you are looking cute sis. Me da sipe o kasa ape na wa mitima ya me de. Nyame nhyira yo enti no member first message ye beba so back but member first message no na ye hu na me say emre no no ko meba first message. Or say mebo elodo amayena yetumi ayo. Okay, first message, every lawyer in free has say. Or say te ubente enkana. Where are you? Where are you? Okay.
Two questions said, no get send the I want to.
Okay, let me read. I say I want to ask you which form you would use to apply for citizenship if you got your settlement through Zambrano, right? And then second one, also if you have limited leave to remain, parent route, and you are due for settlement, which form will you use to apply? But the question is, like Asma.
Yo, into parent route, send an obey you so form set AR, adult relative, set AR. And nipa no a ɔse Zambrano na ɔfa so nti apply for them settlement and say apply for the nationality.
Or see, I want to
Zambrano ni.
ask which form you will use to apply for citizenship if you got your settlement through Zambrano.
Okay, so this one it doesn't ask for nationality or citizenship forms in there. For adults, one, and for children, so one. So for adults, all you will need is the naturalization form, that form AN, naturalization form AN.
Okay. And in the second one, also now they can no. If
And then
you
you
have
can, yeah,
leave,
yes,
yeah,
set AR, yeah, set
I know your
AR as a dependent, as a parent with two and a half under the 10-year route.
Okay, you main can win. So I say good morning, lawyer Asma. Good morning, Manyeti. Happy New Year to you all. See, please, is the spouse renewal income threshold for both making 29 or individual making 29?
So it depends on maybe I mean it's up to them. Sɛ baako ne deɛ bɛyɛ ɛboro anasɛ ɛdu 29 a fine. Sɛ baako ne deɛ ndu a mo mmienu nyinaa sɛ mo ka mo deɛ ɛbɔ mu. And it's up to you how you want to do it. So either one of you or both of you. Nea ɛho hia ne sɛ woanya 29 no a ɔmo hwehwɛ no. Nti sɛ baako deɛ
Oh,
so a just use baako deɛ.
okay. You yentie we nso I say good morning, manye, good morning, lawyer Asma. I received a letter to provide travel evidence within 10 working days to prove my traveling to Ghana for DNA test. I applied for an extension to submit the evidence, but haven't heard from the case worker yet. However, the deadline has passed, and without receiving any extension letter, my evidence is ready. But the date of submitting passed 3 days ago. Can I still submit the? Can I still submit the?
Application bɛn na ɔsubmit no mpakyɛw.
Or see or receive a letter to provide travel evidence. Nti minim nea ɔkɔyɛɛyɛ. Travel evidence within 10 working days to prove my traveling to Ghana for DNA test. Nti minim
Oh,
application
okay.
kɔ ɛna
Okay,
ɔka sɛ
that's fine. So this
okay.
time no date no I'm share. Is it date no and say 10 days because 10 no e wo mu mienu. Yeah, what 10 working days and 10 calendar days or 10 days. So
I
you can
see
say
10
10 days
working days. 10 working days.
yeah, it is you can say 10 days include weekend. But 10 working days here it doesn't include the 10 working days will be 14 days. You say
Mm,
nipa no or kind days no say oh 10 days now abroad there or you okay because even though 10 days now so no working days no so yeah. But the working
okay.
days now about 10 there there's nothing over to me on reply one quickly. On reply one quickly. On reply one quickly.
Matthias here. Yo, the numbers again to call 07596620154. Obe to me once, obe to me afre na we bisa na afedie. Wait to me edia a lawyer ask me to me. We so same. Obe so to kwan na ni document enye ready from home office. No per se okoji traveling certificate non fan na process ni den.
Otu kwan akọ he.
Oko ni krom. Oko
And
Ghana.
also the document, yeah, but then then a home office, the
Wayɛ
passport and also the visa.
application na ne passport wayɛ application na ɛmbaeɛ na aba ne emergency ɔsɛ ɔkɔ na ɔmpɛ sɛ ɔbɛ cancel application so ɔpɛ sɛ ɔjust ɔpɛ sɛ ɔkɔ nti obisa sɛ ɔkɔ no ɔpɛ sɛ ɔkɔgye travelling certificate de kɔ dɛn na ɔsɛ ɔyɛ.
I'm going to say something here
Okay.
to educate ourselves as lawyers and public
Mhm.
lawyers. Our mama advice also.
Okay.
When we say question about me, di by and say nipa di by.
Mhm.
So one tears here, one dream, one quay. Now why you busy? And to woman no answer.
Mhm.
It's not be blame you.
Okay.
This is the reason. Or see the application them, but our emergency. When me say obetumi to kwan and so ontumi to kwan yo. No be say how can I get travel certificate? Meboa. Emergency
Yes.
travel. It is a
Mm.
way man take question and say come say oh emergency travel just go to the MSD and tell them that you need emergency travel certificate. Omo de ba ma o na wo de tu kwan. O kwa wo hia. Wo ku tu kwan ko krom a wo hia visa. And the emergency passport or travel certificate will replace your passport. Into ubeko. But ukwana wo ba wuntumi mba because visa no edem. The moment I ubeko no, it's invalid. It's withdrawn.
Okay.
Nti saa question wey so one tia say ubema nipa na advice thinking say or advice about how to get travel certificate. But it's
Okay.
not about how to get travel certificate. It's how to go and come back.
Okay.
Into visa demo, how do you go and come back?
Mm. Okay.
Wobɛkɔ but wontumi mma back nti yɛn nua yɛn a obisa question yi, what you came for is not what you need, and
Okay.
what you came for, what you asked is not the question you should have asked, and the answer we are going to give you for the question you didn't ask is that
Mhm.
don't travel if your visa has not yet been decided,
Right.
because the moment you travel
Mhm.
your application is considered withdrawn
Run.
automatically.
Okay. And if you want to answer still the question now, then also you then.
That is what we said, that you go to the embassy
Mm-hmm.
and tell the embassy that I'm traveling. You go, it's online. You go online and get the emergency travel certificate for. You fail, go and give it to them. They will endorse it, and I think you pay a little fee. You travel with it.
Okay. What is it the day that you are traveling or so? Yeah. Now, how do you know the process? Forms, no, what and what
Well,
do you have to add to?
yeah. To be, I will not be able to say
Okay.
add this, add this, add this. All I
Okay.
will say is that you want to travel to Ghana in an emergency.
Yeah.
Emergency doesn't mean now about why Guinness will call Ghana because what to ticket as will call Ghana. Nti saa
Yes.
nipa no onim about three until before I will call no, you go online and apply for it.
Okay.
Until you apply then they will so of course the passport in change in don't mean you sue the passport until na we hear travel certificate, you know. In the
Yes.
same nipa obeko but before obeko Ghana embassy no maka just come with the emergency travel certificate form. So just go online and
Mm-hmm.
Google emergency travel certificate form for Ghana. Ebe
Okay.
yaba wo
Okay.
print out obekyerɛ wo enyoma a wo hia a ɛsɛ sɛ wode ka ho a wode bɛba abɛkyerɛ and the fee you have to pay. How long to do it depends on when you need to do it early so they can work on it for you. What they call Friday, no almost say Virginia Monday, then it is your problem. What they call ende, no more just a Virginia China na to coin ende, then a yawa beef. And you never can say do it a little early. Within
Okay.
that week, try say 4 days to cry. Just do it. Then because of emergency, they will do it for you the same day. Nti
Mm.
nipa no so nim what to do nso a ɔmpɛ lawyer na lawyer nsan nkyerɛkyerɛ no but with this one you don't need to pay a lawyer, you don't have
Yeah.
to just go online and deal with that nti yɛnka
Yeah.
nkyerɛ nipa no saa.
Yate. Lawyer Asma medasi. Me producer and me nim say me bro ni no be capital kasa no why ready a say nyesa mema lawyer Asma kasa a summarize a bit e de amaye yemre no aye be senior be ya e betumi akọ obi nso the question back by na say afra questions no may try to find it. I can't find it misro fache me mentumi mbisa nyame a odom ochna me be ma the community and the law for no na omo ebisa ewo ho e de amaya last man em say yemre no aye bi na ye ba be kono say ye tu ni ye boni po ye boni nyina ye summarizing na afi yemfa ma ye nuanom na omo nti ye ntwi kasa no na omo nso omo ate ase nti no so betumi amaye just about a quick summary of what the education we've had today na nke be me de na afi yitumi a distribute and also patro adaroma
Yo, etiefoɔ ne ahwɛfoɔ ɛndɛ nkɔmɔ a yɛde brɛ wo no sɛ indefinite leave to remain. Wo time aso sɛ wobɛyɛ a form bɛn na wobɛyi so na mmara no sesɛn na bere bɛn na wobɛyɛ. Nea ebere no date no nea yɛbɛka aka ho before a yɛbɛ summarize no nyinaa no sɛ obi omu a onya gaps ɛwɔ na application ɛwɔ time a ne journey time no 2.5 time no onya gaps. Nti sɛ wonya gaps ɛwɔ mu a make sure sɛ wobɛ still a wobɛ meet 10 continuous residence and I say 5 years continuous residence and I say 2 years continuous residence depending on wo deɛ no. Anytime a gap ever be no, you have to wait and make up for the gap before you put in the indefinite leave to remain application. Forms no ye egumu ahodoɔ bebree about 11 of them. Set M, set F, set O, set AF, set AR, set ADR, set DV, set bereavement, set EU, settled status. Even though EU, they are your friend is set EU, but because they are indefinite, we also have settlement under EU, settled status application. Nti we ni nyinaa no ɛwɔ hɔ ɛna yɛwɔ set AF, armed forces. Nti baby a wofi a wode do indefinite no na ebe determine form a wobɛ use a wode bɛyɛ wo indefinite leave to remain application no. Mmara no ɛyɛ different for obiara nti yɛbɛsrɛ no sɛ before a wobɛyɛ wo application no hwɛ sɛ ɛhe na wode fi a wode ba hwɛ sɛ wo time aso anaa hwɛ sɛ gap ɛwɔ mu a up to time a na woda 5 years and that's 10 years no so wonya gaps ɛwɔ mu anaa so when your gaps are, you have to fill it. When your gap there, that's fine. And the 10 years no, and I said 5 years no, and I said 2 years no, so there. Now, time as soon as we are indefinite. But my application 28 days before your visa, the last visa no, I want no ebeu. But my indefinite leave to remain application no. The way to your home office fee na was submitted application. But my priority, it's a priority what? It's a priority no what there. But ube submitted the standard application no nti nkɔmɔ no biribi a yɛde bɛsi no nie egu mu ahodoɔ bebree but after nkɔmɔ no nso wɔ biribi a wobɛtumi afrɛ na yasan ɛne wo afam ɛwɔ mmara no sɛnea ɛkyerɛ ɛkwan ɛso.
Yo lawyers my yɛbɛda ase ya na nim sɛ dodo bebree wɔ hɔ anka wɔsɛ yɛsan kaka ho na mmom emre no emma ye ho kwan however no enkechi nyame adomotena the community and the law ebeba so de menua be more ko begine mu pintin na edwumede na akoso enti no questions a wo still is a wadwe ye on tata even near na ye tuasua ne kra still a bi a wo hye da nyanti ase na wo pe na enkechi ocha nyame adoma ebema akwenya na wasa join ne 4 to 6 o'clock sharp near the same media no abewi abremo edamase enenso adom nenti yetumi ewie ne pepepe ngidi say wonya wo chefa wo hu the right forms to fill say whatever route so a wo no next time okwakoye indefinite now you might not take or you wouldn't take or unkofa the wrong form senior wo sika be kwa question me da mo nyina ase have a lovely weekend na don't do what I wouldn't do yamenka ye nyina ho. Adios.
Based in London, we are a dynamic award-winning firm specializing in a range of legal services. Welcome to BWF Solicitors, a trusted and experienced law firm specializing in immigration and nationality, appeals and judicial review, dispute resolution, family and matrimonial, and other family law disputes with international context. These include matters such as private child arrangement orders, contestant and uncontestant divorce, non-molestation for domestic violence, and financial remedy. Our childcare and family team appreciate the issues facing you at such a difficult time. Our advice is delivered in a confidential and sensitive manner. Meet Bernard Owusu, our esteemed senior partner. With over 32 years of experience and known for his expertise and dedication to serving our clients and the community. BWF Solicitors stands for integrity, respect, excellence, teamwork, diversity, inclusion, and service to the community. We provide tailored assistance specific to your case. At BWF Solicitors, every day is filled with dedication, creativity, and a commitment to finding the best solutions for our clients. Our team at BWF Solicitors is ready to assist you with all your legal needs. You can find us at the 4th floor, Anna House, 214 to 218 High Road, Seven Sisters, London, N15 4NP. Our main office line is 0208 493 7340, or our emergency line is 07712 761 884.